alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dawg. We gon' see how hard they ride.
I added you, bro. Lush motherfucking one, what up?
Hey, it's regular, man.
Oh shit, Reginald. The word is.
We up in the motherfucking spot, man. It's good to be here with you today, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, bro. We just gonna touch down, man, on some of the obvious and shit first, and then let the fans and shit weigh in a little bit.
I'm a pretty outspoken person, so I don't shy away from too many topics. You feel me? Like I feel, you know what I mean? You could we could go whatever direction you want.
Say no more. Well, first, we're gonna start off with the obvious. What's where you at KOTD stand for and you gotta introduce yourself too for the fans that don't know you, the ones that been up under a rock and shit.
Man, if you don't know, now you know. You feel me? You better know. You feel me? Ain't nobody. You don't see nobody with sauce like this. It don't even exist. You feel me? Like Jeremy Scott hat, Givenchy glasses. You feel me? Like, bitch, I dress like a motherfucking gay. You feel me? Because I pull hoes. What? They don't do it like me. Are you serious?
Oh, fucking ready, Lush. What the deal is with you and KOTD, man? I know y'all had y'all back and forth, and now y'all kind of back cool and all. What's going on for the fans that don't know behind the scenes?
Okay, well, for the fans that don't know behind the scenes, you see what that say? That's my motherfucking forearm. Okay, so that's where I stand with King of the Dot. That's family forever. You know what I mean? It's more than just. It goes a lot deeper than battle rap. You're talking about friendships that have been forged over, well over a decade period of time and all that shit. As of right now, it's been difficult. As you said, I stopped King of the Dot and I went in different directions for a while. Then we kind of reconnected last year. I helped them set up some joints for the Mass Battle. If y'all don't know, the Mass event series is King of the Dot's biggest annual battle rap series, and then World Dom LA was the last event that I actually curated as an event organizer, which was October of last year, and it's actually one of King of the Dot's most successful events to date. Generated several million views. That's when you saw Diz battle Oxy. You feel me? You had the B Dot joint. You had, you know what I'm saying? You had all kinds of crazy battles on that card. Iron Solomon versus Ilmac. But since then, Disaster got into his dispute with King of the Dot, and Disaster's my motherfucking brother. Like Trill Talk. So it's not that I'm taking sides, but I'm not able to. That's something that they finna need to figure out before I could continue to move out west within the parameters of King of the Dot. And it goes a lot deeper than battle rap, because let's just say that there's people that'll shut that. Let's just say that shit ain't cracking until King of the Dot and Diz rectify their situation. It's beyond my control. Even being somebody that actually holds weight in those regards.
That makes sense. I seen one of the fans ask about Lou Pesci.
Lil Pesci?
Yeah. He said, would he ever get a big back on a big battle on a no coast card, first coast?
I mean, I feel like Lil Pesci has always been nice as hell. I feel like he's been one of the dudes that could have easily, one of the few people from the King of the Dot, in particular Canadian sector, that could have and still could transfer to URL and would translate to that crowd, regardless of what the fuck happens. You know what I'm saying? If you took anybody's least flattering, least manly moment You know what I'm saying? Like, and let that define them as a person, then none of us would probably be able to have any pride whatsoever. It just so happened that he had a moment like that that was captured on film for the masses. But, you know, they say in Game of Thrones the North never forgets. Well, battle rap forgets. You feel me? You got to do a move, and you only use popping as your last move. He's going to be able to move past that. I think most people don't even know who Lil Pesci is nowadays if they're newer fans, much less what the context of all that is.
Are you gonna be in the function for Pharaoh and Foreman?
Well, that's a big Mando, baby.
Let me what's like your favorite, or let's say your top 5 battlers right now if you had a current top 5 list.
Top 5 favorite battlers right now. Man, I was really into Looney Divine because her ass fat as fuck. So I was just like, yeah, every time she battled, you feel me? Like I could get past the whole voice thing because her butt was so big. So she was my favorite, but she ain't battled for a while. Right now, I'm really feeling RX. She go crazy. RX go crazy. She got bars. I'm feeling that. What's her name? Robin Rhymes. Ooh, yeah, we could do that. I'm a big Robin Rhymes fan.
I fuck with you on that one.
Who else? I still fuck with 40 bars. You feel me? 40 bars with her cute little mini ass. You feel me? I'm always finna be partial to Official. You know what I'm saying? I must have been breastfed for too long or something, but Official really always does
40
something
overrated,
amazing.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
40 overrated, man.
40 overrated? I don't know,
Yeah.
man. There's something. You know what it is? Like I'm not used to like the hood Boston accent. I'm used to the Boston accent where you like hit it from the back and they be like, "Fuck me harder, pull my hair, fuck me hard." I'm not used to a hood bitch with a Boston accent. So maybe that just did something for me, you know.
Hey, I like them both.
Obviously,
man.
my verse, I can't really speak on that because that's my homie's ex. So, you know, but my verse is always perpetual top 5.
Type shit. John Oswald, who is the best newcomer in KOTD and URL?
I think that criminally slept on is that boy Saint. That boy Saint is crazy. He like I don't know if you're familiar with Saint SAYNT from Inglewood. He came up through LA Battlegrounds, done a lot of battles on the smaller West Coast circuits. Then he had a couple big looks on King of the Dot last year. When I stopped curating battles, well, temporarily stopped. We'll get into that later. You know, he wasn't really getting the same amount of looks, although he's been doing his thing on the URL PGs. I think Saint got a very high ceiling. People got to pay attention to him.
And what's up with the Lush One music, man?
My music going crazy right now. Like really, that's like been my thing. You know, people that are very, very talented and have a lot of different things that they are interested in and a lot of different creative avenues that they pursue, and then they wind up getting primarily known for one of them. They get frustrated about that. You know what I mean? And the type of people that don't understand that, they're just not good at anything whatsoever. You know what I mean? So they don't even have a comprehension of that. So people be like, "Oh, Lush One, you an amazing contributor to battle rap culture. You're one of the greatest 2 battle rap hosts of all time."
Definitely.
That's just one thing that I do. You know, it's like, you know, I was involved and been involved in so many different creative avenues. Battle rap just happened to be the one that I got most notoriety for. Music, I mean, you even see people in the chat right now saying 667. People are familiar with my movie. People dropping the rooster emojis. That's my man R&B, though. People know what's happening with me as far as the music goes. That's like, my music is not really in the vein of what people that fuck with battle rap music. I don't really make hip hop music. I make jit hop. It's my own genre. You feel me? It's going crazy. You can check out my project Above the Devil on all outlets. It dropped recently. I'm more in tune with vibrations than I am just words and all kinds of bunch of fuck shit that people be saying. I'm in touch with vibrations. 667. Me and my bro Bobby Butcher got a project called Hangovers and Withdrawals coming soon. It's Caddy Gang all day. Shouts to my brother Caddy Ron. You feel me? Fives up. You know what it is.
What made you kind of like switch over to the battle rap thing? Was that like always a love for you while you was doing the music?
Yeah, of course. You know, like you know, I'm 36 years old. So when I was first getting involved in hip hop, the entire climate of the culture was a lot different. First of all, there was there wasn't so being into battle rap, it wasn't really like a thing. It was just like if you MC and if you rap, battle rap was just kind of part of your skill set as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it wasn't like, this is there was no defined difference between a battle rapper and a rapper. Everybody battled, and you could even hear it on more soulful hip hop like Tribe Called Quest, Whoop De Whoop De Whoop. They still talking about battling. You listen to gangster rap like Dog Pound, they still talking about my rhymes is as potent as pipe bombs. Tonight I serve 1,000 MCs. That's in gangster rap records. You feel me? Like, not to mention all the Wu-Tang clans. Obviously, all that shit's full of battle rap. So, battle rap was just a part of hip hop. I'm from LA. LA is Freestyle City, USA. If y'all didn't know, you know what I'm saying. People was emphasizing the whole art of freestyling. Going back to Project Blown, Freestyle Fellowship, The Far Side, you know what I'm saying, Souls of Mischief, Hieroglyphics, Saphir, like our classic artists from our sector was involved in freestyling. We came up with impromptu, just off the head rhyming. So, that's just kind of how I cut my teeth as a shorty. Not to mention the fact that, what I'm saying, lighter complected individuals wasn't even really a part of hip hop culture like that there wasn't no Eminems to look up to or nothing like that. You feel me? It was a completely different climate.
Type shit. Makes a lot of sense. Is there like a KOTD URL competition still going on, or what's that all about? Is there like a
Well, let me ask you. I mean, the thing is this: King of the Dot and URL have always been in completely different realms. Obviously, it's going to be natural for fans to pit them against each other, and for us to capitalize off of that because, frankly, my fucking dog, my dog's just catching the fade over there. Frankly, it sells more tickets. This is a competitive sport. Everybody wants to be top. So if URL is like, you know what I'm saying, the ultimate rap league, you feel me, like the most respected King of the Dot, put your money where your mouth is. It's like of course we finna like seem like we competing because it's everybody trying to do the best. But last time I checked, URL, until they started this new traveling, series where they go into volume series where they go into every single region in the world, like they've never even. It's been New York City, and it's been King of the Dot was over there in Canada and doing shit in the West, and since URL's been flourishing in the West, King of the Dot ain't even really been active out here. So no, there's no real competition. If anything, I would say the competition is between URL and RBE at the moment.
Yeah, right about now, hell yeah, shit. Will Rum Nitty ever be back on the KOTD stage?
The thing is this: URL signs artists to contracts which prohibit them for a while to battling in certain platforms while they're under contracts. So once Rum Nitty is no longer contractually obligated and it makes sense for him to, yes, he will return to the King of the Dot stage. People forget Rum Nitty's rise to fame was on King of the Dot. Rum Nitty versus Danny Myers, Rum Nitty versus hell motherfuckers, O-Red, you feel me? Like, I can't even begin to name the fire battles that Rum Nitty had on King of the Dot. I booked him, you feel me? I hosted him, so.
What about Lex? Lex Luthor.
Lex is fire as fuck, bro. Are you kidding? Lex Luthor is welcome in King of the Dot whenever. I still consider him King of the Dot fam. The thing about Lex Luthor is he busy as hell running iBattle and doing a bunch of battles out there. So yeah, of course, I think there's a strong likelihood. I would say there's a stronger likelihood of seeing Lex on King of the Dot sooner than Rome out of those two. But you finna see them both. You're smoking big dope out here. You feel me? Big dope. Big dope.
Shit. That shit look way better than what I got around this old Midwest shit.
Hey man, California shit worldwide, man.
Fuck yeah. So man, I don't know, touchdown on kind of like hosting. Like I know is it like a key? You just go out there and kind of like just do your thing basically, or is it like a scripted thing? Cause you top. I know for a fact host you got to be top 3 ever.
Yeah, no. Hosting for me is always about. It's always that's where the whole freestyle background comes into play, because now it's kind of like I'll walk it. A lot of it when I'm hosting, if you notice, a lot of the references I make, a lot of the things I be saying, they have to do with the environment that I'm in, where I'm at, who's there, what city I'm in. So obviously it can't be too scripted because it's about what's going on. You feel me? Like what I'm saying? And I'm every night in the town we get live, and I put hands on ops like the bouncer outside. If I just made that up right now. Like if let's say the bouncer being hella aggressive, I might have like a line like that as the intro to my hosting. You feel me? Like, so it's going to be something that is relevant to the moment, and that's always been important to me. And it's just about having fun. There's very few hosts say different things when they host. It's so much of the same old, rehashed dialogue. And to me, that just gets fucking boring. And it's not just boring to me, it's boring to the people watching. It's definitely boring to the crowd in the moment. It took a lot of people a long time to get used to me online, because they're like, what the fuck is this white boy doing? He wild, and he seemed like he way too high. But it's like, if you actually there in the moment, you understand I'm entertaining a room full of people without a microphone, whoop for several hours sit straight, saying different things. There's a lot of variables that window doesn't capture, window of time. Much like when you in a battle, it doesn't capture the several hours you rehearsing, you know what I'm saying? All the different variables. You might have the 10th battle of the night, everybody tired, so the crowd might not be reacting. Oh, so people think you battling weak. Nah, that's not the case. There's other variables that people might not be aware of. And it's the same thing with hosting. And it took a long time for people to get used to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took a long time for people to get used to me as an individual and what I brought to the table. And I think now I'm one of the motherfuckers that set the precedent for hosting, but I'm not mad at that. I just want people to have fun and be original. We're all saying the same thing when we host, but there's a million ways to do it. 6 million ways to die. Choose one. 20 million ways to be fly. Choose a hoe.
Hell yeah. Like what you think's like from earlier in the battle rap times and shit like that, what you think kind of like changed for the good and the bad? Like the good parts of the change and the bad parts of the change? Because the shit not the same from 10 years ago or 8 years ago or 5 years ago even.
That's a great question. Because obviously a lot's changed. Now I think it's kind of the answer to that question is the same thing, is accessibility. Number one, like back in my day, not to wave a cane at motherfuckers and shit and sound like an old ass man, you feel me? But there wasn't as many outlets available to battle rappers, and you really had to go. You really had to prove that you were even interested in battle rap and go great lengths to get to a battle, to enter a battle, to be a part of a league, to do all this shit which we now take for granted because it's oversaturated as fuck. So, in order to battle, it was way less battlers getting paid. It was way less battlers with such high, blown out of proportion expectations. which is a good thing because it really made you prove that you was fucking hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a hunger inside you. You know what I'm saying? You really had to prove that shit. But at the same time, now the good thing is the same thing that's the bad thing. Now there's way more outlets available to battlers. Battlers are able to capitalize off of battle rap way more, and there's way more money involved. And really, at the end of the day, that's one of the main reasons I got involved, to help create more opportunities for up and coming artists. You know what I mean? To get paid, to improve their brand, and all the above.
So do you think it should be because I argue about this all the time. Do you think it should be a type of something for people to get paid? Like, is it like right away a motherfucker should think they should get paid? Like, what do you
That's
think
like,
the grind
right. Okay. Great question. Here's the answer to this. Do you have any tattoos? You have tattoos.
Yeah.
When you got a tattoo, did the person that inked you up, was he experienced or was he kind of new to the game?
He was like, he was kind of experienced.
Kind of experienced. So you probably kind of paid him a little bit of money, not too much money, right?
Yeah.
And the tattoo's kind of, it's cool. It's something that might mean a lot to you, but it's not the most beautiful ink in the world, right? Because It's not that experienced, right? It's the same thing with a plumber, okay? You go to school, you go to trade school to become a plumber. You want someone that are you finna pay someone to fix your toilet that just learned how to become a plumber?
No.
Nah, because you finna have doo-doo water all through the goddamn house. Like, not to use the Lord's name in vain. Nah, you finna pay a good plumber top dollar, though. An experienced plumber that's been doing that shit 10 years, them motherfuckers make a few hundred racks a year, no? Okay. It's the same thing with battle rap. You're not just finna hop in this shit and feel entitled just because the fools in your hood are gassing you up. No, that's not the way it works. If you are bringing money to the promoter's pocket, if your views are justifying value as of where people are making money off of your name, that's when you deserve to get paid. Until then, you still in plumber school, baby boy.
Plumber school like a motherfucker. What's some of the big moves Lush got coming up?
Shit, so, aside from everything in music, like I said, my brother Bobby Butcher and I got our Hangovers and Withdrawals project. I got a bunch of other things lined up for the music thing. My whole crew, 667 Cult, got a bunch of things popping for that. I will say that on September 8th, I'm hosting an event in Albuquerque, New Mexico in August, but September 8th, A-Hat Battles is returning to Los Angeles, and I'm hosting with my brothers Epic, R&B, and Malathion at the Ha Ha Cafe. A-Hat Battles is making its return to the West Coast. Now, I'm not going to fully disclose the level of my involvement yet, but let's just say it's not just hosting.
Oh, okay. So A-Hat all coming on back, huh?
Yeah, I know, but let me ask you, but you haven't seen A-Hat existing with the certain individuals that I'm talking about, including myself, involved. A-Hat has a reputation based, a mixed reputation, but there hasn't been anybody that puts as much into it that has the same level of credibility as myself involved in that entity. So, not to say too much, but you know what I'm saying? It's different. When you combine a pre-existing large entity with and give it kind of a facelift and combine the right people to it, it's going to be something new. I can't really say too much else. It's still KOTD all day. I still fuck with King of the Dot all day. You're going to see me in Toronto very soon, actually. I'm actually going to be hosting in Vancouver King of the Dot in September. But pay attention to this A-Hat move. That shit finna be crazy. And everywhere I go, my brother Disaster going too. So just keep that in mind.
Already. Shit, I don't know. Fans, what's up? What y'all gotta ask Lush?
Man, if any bitches is watching, you feel me, hit the inbox. I be at me and wifey be having 3 screws all day, you feel me? But I gotta test it out to make sure it's good first. So you gotta shoot some pics. You feel me? I know some bitches be watching this, so that's a man go.
Don't run to no catfish. You be done flew her on out to Cali.
Oh no, We don't fuck with the catfish. In fact, yo, if you ever bored, bro, look up, go on YouTube and look up Lush One catfished by a fat bitch. I was one of the first people. I got catfished off of AOL in the year 2001 when it was acceptable to be catfish. But you know, that's why I say when you got to send videos, you got to FaceTime and all that shit.
Type shit. What's your favorite